Tide Talk with Webb is back. Hey, I am sorry I did not get to do something over the weekend about the game, but I was busy and traveling in a different state. So anyway, work has been crazy. I just want to get down to the game. First two quarters, we looked great. Jalen Hurts passed really well, hitting long bombs. We were moving the line of scrimmage. We were getting yards on carries. And then the second half happened. And then it was almost a mystery to me because you see Jalen Hurts do so well. And then in the first two drives that he had in the second half, it was like he couldn't hit the 10 to 15-yard pass that were first downs. And he was overthrowing the receivers. They were wide open. They were good to go. And I noticed something, too, that Tommy Rees, he kind of got away from the run. And it was weird. It was almost like the tale of two cities. It was very odd. They stuffed up the run. Our left tackle couldn't pass block. Even it was even weird. Even certain situations where Milroe could have taken off and ran, he didn't run. It was like wide open. He was like, I don't know. I felt like it was very odd to the point where we came in the locker room and we're like, we're good. We ran great, passed great, 2 quarters, did great defense. It's okay. And it's like it all fell apart. Arkansas had a drive in the second, I think it was third quarter, and we get 2 penalties, one face mask, one holding. They just drove down the field, scored. Got the ball back again, pretty much did the same thing. We didn't help him as much. Still did the same thing. The second half, it felt like Milroe was holding the ball too long, getting sacked right off the bat. It's like we forgot how to block. We forgot how to run. Tommy Rees got away from the run. I don't know why, because we were doing really well. And we know that Milroe was still learning. That's very obvious. But it's very perplexing to me, the way we played the second half versus the first half. And if Arkansas would have been a good team, we'd have lost. There's no way around that. Some people say, well, the transfer portal, the NIL, and all the lack of talent. No, I'm not buying it. We've been top 3 for forever. Yeah, maybe we missed out on some quarterbacks, and we're learning with Milroe. He's getting better. He is progressing, which is very exciting. But that second half was so odd. And the thing that concerns me going into Tennessee is Tennessee's a damn good team. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They are good. They have a mobile quarterback just like us. He potentially could be a little bit more accurate. And if we have an off, one of our quarters is off, or we have a half a game is off, we could be in trouble. We don't have a great defensive line like A&M. A&M's probably got the best defensive line in the country. The thing holding them back is always what's been holding them back, Jimbo Fisher. Tennessee is probably top 4 defenses right now in the country. Now, granted, they haven't played a lot of people, but that's concerning for Alabama. Because going into that game, it may have to be early on where we have to pass almost every down because they're going to bottle the run up, and they're going to make Milroe try to beat them. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. That will be their plan. Because that's what Texas did. That's what A&M tried to do. So going into that game, we're going to have a complete 4 quarters because if not, we're going to be in deep trouble and quick. Because if they run up to score 2 scores and we're stuck in the quagmire and we can't run and we can't pass and we're not hitting 10 to 15-yard passes and not making first downs, the defense is going to get wore out and it's going to get scary quick. Now, I look for Tommy Rees to be looking for that. If I can see this, I'm sure he can see it. So if that's the case, you're going to have to go RPO. You're going to have to go no huddle. You're going to have to pretty much run, I'd say, second down, maybe first down, and then throw the other 2 downs. And the other receivers, like Burton and Bond and, some of these other guys, they're really going to have to come up big in this game because Tennessee's not a slouch. Now, it's going to help because we got them at home, which is going to be great. But it's pretty concerning. Like I said, and even on defense, we made some crazy penalties and didn't turn around for the ball, and it got us here and there. But it's going to be It's going to be tough. I don't want to lose to Tennessee twice. I'm sure those guys don't want to lose to Tennessee either. But like I said, it's the tale of two cities, man. It's just we looked great in the first half, couldn't do no wrong. And then come to the second half, it's like we decided to change things up. Let's hold on to the ball, and I'm almost at the point now, too, where – and Arkansas is different because they're not really that good. And Milroe probably could have had 100 yards rushing on the ground. But I know he's trying to work on his passing. He's doing this, that, and the other. But against Tennessee, he may have to run for at least 70, 80 yards for us to win that game. Because if we're not getting it on the ground from the line and the line's collapsing and we're not blocking, if we start having those issues, then he's going to have about 2 seconds to, one, throw the ball, make a decision, and then two, he's going to have to be the conduit to run, to get that line to back up, to get that defense and those safeties pulled back. Because I guarantee you, they're going to pull the safeties up, and they're going to say, yep, we're going to keep you in the pocket, we're going to stop your run, and we're going to see if your arm can do it or if what we saw against Texas A&M was a fluke. And that's what we're going to see. And going into that, like I said, I know a lot of people scoff at Tennessee, but they're no slouch, man. They're really, really good. They've got some weapons. They can score. They can run. It's going to be a tough game, and we've got to be able to task. We have to be able to do everything we're going to do, and we have to play a complete 4 quarters because without that, we're going to lose that game. Now, I think our quarterbacks are about equal as far as talent, decision-making, their passing ability, all that. Receiver, I think we're pretty close this year. They may slightly, I give the edge to them probably defensive line. They have a pretty darn good defensive line. And so we're going to have to really pull it together and do good. And more to come later in the week. Anyway, Tide Talk with Webb is out. Have a great day.